Today, I'm gonna be talking about something that I really have been meaning to do for the past few days. Cause I don't want to forget this experience that I had. Um, but before I even get into all of that, I just want to say, look at this beautiful pond. Look at the beautiful earth. It looks gloomy today. I feel like my emotions kind of match the weather sometimes. It tends to do that when you really become interconnected with life and you realize that, bitch, you are everything. And right now, they just got all this shit in the sky. I ain't even finna get into that, but I think that it's crazy how the sun hasn't been out in 3 days and it's the day after Christmas. I bet you the sun gonna be back tomorrow. Cause that's how they asses be doing. Ooh, the camera just got real crispy. But nah, today I'm gonna be talking about my shrooms trip that I had. It's the 26th, so this was 2 days ago, and I tripped on 12/24. Ooh, it's not dripping down my nose. Don't mind that. It's cold as shit out here. It's like 40 degrees, nigga. I swear to God, it's like 40 degrees. But that ain't finna stop me from coming and appreciating what's out here. But hold on, let me lock in. So basically, my reasoning for doing shrooms, this is my 4th time doing them, I believe. And it seems each time I do them, like, my experience gets deeper. And like, a lot of people will take psychedelics or shrooms and it'll have no effect on them, or it'll make them like freak the fuck out and they'll blame it on the substance that they took. Like, I feel like it's kind of impossible to lace shrooms, so I don't really feel like nobody got laced with shrooms. Like, I just feel like if you're not open and honest and willing to be real with yourself, that shit's gonna fuck you up. But me being who I am, like, I think that at this point, it's no truth that I can't face within myself. And if you got truths that you scared to face within yourself, nigga, you need to figure that shit the fuck out. Cause, bitch, at the end of the day, regardless of what your past is or what you went through, nigga, you're responsible for now. Fuck the past. We not in the past, nigga. We're here right now in this moment. So if in this moment you got shit about yourself that you constantly run away from, you rather go smoke and drink and scroll endlessly on a phone. But it's like, when you put the phone down, when you sober up from the drinking, when you sober up from the weed, whatever your fucking vice is, nigga, when that shit not there, it's like the problem's still fucking there. Like, before I took the shrooms, I was like wanting to smoke, but I was like, nigga, what the fuck is that gonna do for me for real? Cause when I'm done being high, the issue that I started with in the first place is still gonna be there, nigga. Like, the shit is not gonna go away until you go through it, until you face it. And this is coming from a young person. Like, I feel like the shit that I know, it take people their entire fucking lives to figure out, if they ever even figure that shit the fuck out, nigga. Because niggas, y'all just don't fucking care. Like, and I ain't even gonna say it's that you don't care, but I feel like after you have tried so much to a certain point in life, you give up. You give up on yourself. And at the end of the day, one thing that you should never, ever, 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 ever quit on, nigga, is yourself. Like, a few years ago, I couldn't imagine sitting here at a public fucking park making a YouTube video sitting under a tree with all these cars passing, nigga. People walked past me a few minutes ago. I'm just seeing her. I'm like, hey, I probably just look like a weird ass bitch. That like, why she sitting in the tree in 40 degrees? Why this bitch got an iPad? Why this bitch? I see that truck all the time, actually. I be like, why this bitch got an iPad sitting at a fucking pond in 40-degree weather, nigga? Barely with a fucking jacket. But I think that I like making myself uncomfortable sometimes, because it's like, that's what life is really about. If you spend your whole life in your comfort zone, nigga, how the fuck is you ever gonna get anywhere? How the fuck are you ever gonna grow if you don't go out into the cold? And that's another metaphor that I'm gonna speak about later in the video. On the trip, it was the I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's like, do you want to stay out in the warmth, or do you want to stay inside the warmth where it's easy and where it's comfortable, where you ain't made no fucking progress? Or are you gonna go outside, get out in the cold where it's uncomfortable as fuck? You don't know what's out there, nigga, but at least it ain't where you was at. Clock that. Clock. Okay. But anyways, I don't like when people talk for too long, even though this whole video just gonna be me talking, but I like a nigga that gets to the point. So, nigga, I'm gonna get to the point. So, my whole purpose in taking these shrooms was kind of figuring out how to best align me, like, with my sole purpose. Because I feel like, I don't know, in general, to the people that know me, I think I come off as a person who, like, has it all together, like, kind of know what the fuck they talking about. And that come when you reach a certain level of self-development within yourself. It's like, people can tell when you're unsure about yourself. And when I was unsure about myself, well, nobody else in my life sure about me. When I was not understanding myself, I constantly attracted people that were committed to misunderstanding me. When I did not listen to myself, nobody around me listened to me. Now when I walk in a room and I fucking speak, nigga, I command that energy from the fucking room, because one thing about it, you gonna hear me regardless. Regardless, you're gonna fucking hear me, and when I speak, you're gonna listen. Because I listen to myself, and I hear myself, and I speak to myself. And at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who don't care what I gotta say. I don't give a fuck who don't want to listen to what I gotta say, nigga, because I'm gonna listen to what I gotta say regardless, okay? Clock that. So, the first thing I want to talk about is, okay, maybe I'll, like, start with the setting of, like, where I took them or whatever. So, before I took the shrooms, I had to set my intentions. It's very important that you set your intentions, because people don't understand that the way shrooms work, just like this tree right here, this tree is interconnected to all of these other trees around here that you see, right? Okay, so with that being said, all of the trees, what do? They got roots that stretch under the ground, right? They're all fucking connected. This whole lake of trees is fucking connected by the roots, regardless of if it's a whole fucking lake separating it. They are still connected because the roots grow so much deeper than we can either fathom, right? This tree knows fucking everything there is to know. Chills. This tree knows every single thing there is to know about this world, not only because it's been here for so many years, but because it's connected to all the other trees that have been here for centuries and centuries and centuries. It can feel when it's brothers and sisters in the other trees. It can feel when they get chopped down, whatever. It can feel all of that. So mind you, what I'm saying is I'm just giving you the idea that plants are sentient life beings just like us, and they hold information just like us. Shrooms grow out of the ground. So when you talking to shrooms have been around since humans have come into existence. Excuse me, psilocybin mushrooms as well as marijuana were also into existence for as long as we have been here. And the ancient Egyptian tombs, they have pictures of marijuana leaf. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So these shrooms, they're able to help you unlock deeper parts of yourself simply because they've been here for so fucking long. They know everything. It's just about how much are you willing to allow yourself to know, okay? So my intentions on taking these mushrooms was basically to be able to talk to myself more, to be able to get to know parts of myself that I previously didn't know. I kind of set that intention every time I trip, and every time I trip, I learn something completely new. Like, the more that you learn, the more you realize that you don't know shit. Like, it's so many people out here just graduated high school, going to college, and in these textbooks thinking that that's all the knowledge there is to know. What about esoteric knowledge? What about hermetic laws? Bro, there is so much to fucking know. There's so much to fucking know. You would never learn it all. So if you're constantly learning, knowing that you will never learn it all, I think that pushes you to try to learn it all, even though you know you're never going to. It just makes you more thirsty for knowledge. And you should always be thirsty for knowledge, because when you don't feed your mind knowledge, it goes to bullshit. The human mind is it's a terrible thing to waste. Our mind is a computer. Our bodies are a computer. We are so intricately designed, nigga. We so intricately designed, nigga. This shit don't even fucking make sense. And that's coming from a person that studied medical textbooks and how the human anatomy actually functions, nigga. You'll be fucking... Anyways. Off topic again, though. But I don't give a fuck. This is my video, nigga. Fuck. But, so... I set my intentions for the shrooms. I humbled myself before them. That's a very important thing to do. Because I remember the second time I took shrooms, I took so fucking many, dog. I don't even know how many I took. I took so many, and I'm like, yeah, like, oh God, I got this shit. Like, that's my ego. Like, yeah, I got this shit, nigga. Them shrooms made me think I was about to lose my fucking mind. I was in that bitch panicking, praying to come down. I'm never gonna do this shit again. Like, what the fuck? The panic did not stop until I put myself in that present moment. Anytime I try to think about the past, freak out. Anytime I try to think about the future, freak the fuck out. When I stay in this moment and I don't think about the time, because time ain't real and shrooms will really show you that. When I think about the time, freak the fuck out. But when I actually just sat there and was present with myself and took deep breaths and took notice of the shit around me, instant calm. Instant calm, nigga. The shrooms was teaching me a lesson. And the lesson that I learned this time was that I was angry, but I wasn't angry at nobody but myself. And I never thought that I would be angry at myself, because the circumstances that have brought my life to where it is now, I didn't feel were my fault. But like, the shrooms showed me in a lot of ways the shit was exactly my fault, and not in a way that I thought it would be my fault. Right? So I took the shrooms. I was with my friends. We went to this little park, like a nature trail. And at the beginning of the trip, me and one of my friends, we just went and we sat on a bridge in the middle of the forest and talked. And then our other friend told us she had took her shrooms, so we went to go find her. I went and I sat in the car. And when I was in the car, I realized that I didn't want to get out the car, because first of all, it was cold as shit outside and I went in shorts. I don't know why I did that shit. It was cold as shit. So the shrooms was like, if I had stayed in that car, I would have fell asleep, right? Because I was sleepy as shit in the car. I was in the warmth. Now, when do you ever get sleepy on shrooms, nigga? That was the whole lesson. It was like a mental test to see if I was strong enough to overcome myself. So I'm in the car, like, dead ass, like, on the fucking steering wheel, like, my God, bro. Oh my God, I'm so tired, but I gotta get out the car. Nigga, it took so much fucking strength for me to get out the fucking car. I'm like, I gotta get out of this car. When I reached for the door handle, as soon as I made the decision in my mind that my mind and what the fuck I wanted to do was gonna be stronger than the temptations of my flesh and what I wanted it to be. As soon as I made that fucking decision, nigga, I opened the car door, I put my foot out, and as soon as I put my first foot on the fucking ground, I was instantly wide awake again. I was not fucking sleepy. That was a test, nigga. So I said, you know what? Let me get a blanket. I just gotta go, because we had comforters in the trunk. I grabbed a big-ass fucking pink blanket. A big-ass comforter. And I started just walking in the forest. I didn't know where I was going. I just started walking. I came to this little bench in a waterfall. And when I came to the bench in the waterfall, I sat down on the bench. And I was sitting on this bench for the whole 6 hours of my trip. I took the shrooms at like 3:30-ish. I was out there till about 10 o'clock just sitting on the bench. And so the first thing that I learned just sitting with myself, and I talked to myself for 7 hours straight, nigga, on that bench. 7 fucking hours. Just nothing but talking and talking and talking, right? So the first thing was definitely an ego death. Another ego death. You will have to kill your ego many, many times. You'll probably never stop killing your ego, because the thing about your ego, and a lot of spiritual people, like, they see the ego as a bad thing, but your ego is what keeps you safe. Your ego is what keeps you grounded to reality. Your ego is the only person making sure you're fucking good, nigga. So you need to thank your ego, but your ego also has to have a balance. Everything has to have a balance. Everything has to have order. That's the natural, that's the way of the universe, nigga. That's the order of the universe. I said it right. That's the order of the universe, nigga. There has to be order. So I'm sitting there and I'm realizing that my ego still has limiting beliefs. After all this self-work I've done, my ego is still upset at me. My ego is still like, growing up, I used to feel like I was sharing a body with a girl that hated me. Like, I'm like, bro, like, why do you hate me so much? It's like, I got this part of me that's trying to love me, and then I got this other part of me that no matter what I fucking do, the bitch hate me. No matter what I do, I'm wrong. No matter what I do, it's always something inadequate within myself, because that girl was my subconscious mind. That girl was the part of me that absorbed everything and everyone around me like a fucking sponge, and took everyone's opinions and beliefs of me as word, as law. I didn't have no room to have no fucking opinions about myself, because I was so busy absorbing what the fuck everybody else got going on. Okay, stay with me. So I'm talking to my ego, and I'm like, bruh, like, why we always fighting? Like, you don't gotta do this to me. And then, like, when I tell y'all, I was just sitting there sobbing, like, not even sobbing, I was wailing, right? Because I had to integrate all the different parts of myself. Some people may say it's schizophrenic. I don't give a fuck. I got voices in my head, but I'm not those voices in my head, right? Okay, stay with me. So I'm sitting on this bench, right? And so throughout my whole life, I've always had to be the one to be there for myself. And that's always something that I've resented. I hated having to be there for myself, because I wanted that support system. I wanted somebody to be there for me. I wanted somebody to catch me if I fell, but I never had nobody to catch me if I fall. So I started to resent myself for the fact that nobody else around me was there to help me. But it didn't even make sense for me to resent myself for that, because that's not my fucking fault. Some niggas just born to be strong. Some niggas, you just gotta be strong because that's all you fucking got. You don't got no fucking choice. But when you're not given a choice, it keeps you in survival mode, because now you feel like when people do come into your life that are trying to help you and that will be there and catch you if you fall, you can't even fucking appreciate that shit, because it's like, nigga, y'all ain't there for me for real. So it's like, okay, let me break it down a little different, guys. So I'm sitting there on this bench, and I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I wanted my friends. I was like, why the fuck ain't nobody came to check on me yet? Like, why ain't not, like, I know they both tripping too, but damn, like, nobody came to make sure I was okay. Nobody called my phone and said, hey, like, where are you? Like, is you good? Is you in a safe place? And I was just crying and crying and crying. And I wanted my friends at first. I wanted them to come over there and save me and give me a hug and tell me I'm okay and comfort me. And then I wanted my dad, and then I wanted my ex, and then I wanted somebody that I'm newly interested in. Like, I wanted my mom. I wanted everybody. I wanted everybody but me. And then it's like, when I'm like, I want such and such, then it's like all of a sudden this part of me just erupted and came forth and was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why the fuck do you always want everybody else to save you? Why the fuck am I not good enough? Why can't I save you? Why can't you save yourself? Why the fuck why are you always trying to escape through other people? Why do you want everyone else to fucking save you? And I was like, God damn, nigga, I have been running from myself, because in the back of my mind, I always resented the fact that I didn't have nobody there to save me. So deep down, I've always wanted that. But I'll never be able to attract that into my life until I sat there and I made peace with the fact that, God damn, like, I fucking love me. Like, this shrooms trip really taught me to love myself. And the purpose of it was to unlock more of my psychic abilities, because, believe it or not, y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I really don't care. Girl, eat a dick. I can read minds. I've read multiple people's minds. In so many instances, I can make a whole video on, like, tapping into your psychic abilities, because a lot of the thoughts that we hear inside of our head are not ours. Like, I think the first instance of me realizing that I could tap into people's thoughts and that frequency is sitting in the car. I'm sitting in the car with two of my friends. I'm talking to one of them. One of them is clearly, like, kind of not interested, but I'm really not paying attention to her. But I'm deeply, like, I'm really, like, engaged, like, I'm really locked in with her when she's speaking. And then I just hear a voice in my head. I was saying, like, bitch, I really don't care. Like, you're talking too much. Shut the fuck up. Like, that type of thing. Something along the lines of that. And I'm like, wait, I don't think that. So why the fuck am I hearing that? That's not me, nigga. A lot of the thoughts you hear are not fucking you. And y'all be thinking y'all thoughts, and that's why y'all be fucked the fuck up. Okay? Okay. So, when I'm sitting there, mind you, okay, I said that to say the whole purpose of me taking this trip was mainly to unlock more of my psychic abilities and for me to be able to go deeper into my mind. And so as I'm taking the shrooms, I'm like, bro, this is not what I told y'all to do. Cause nigga, they broke me down. Like, I killed myself. In that nature trail that night, I killed myself. I'm not the same version of me that y'all saw making videos up here before. That's not me no more. You kill yourself, I'll probably have to kill myself 1,000 times more, an infinite number of times more in this lifetime, just to achieve my highest self constantly. I need to be speaking with the voice of my highest self constantly. And the more you build a relationship, because people think like, oh, when I finally get to where I want to be, then I'm gonna have all the things that I desired, like money, cars, you know, fame, clout, you know, people listening to you, people paying attention to you. But nigga, you was never gonna, that is what comes after you become your highest self. You don't just get all that shit and then automatically you're fixed and you become your highest self. Just like I used the example in one of my other videos, a bitch could be 300 pounds. She hate herself for being big or overweight. Her ass lose weight and she still feel the same fucking way. And bitch, you a size 0 now, but your ass still feel like you 300 pounds. You still feel like the same fucked up person that you felt when you were bigger. And not to say that there's nothing wrong with being big, you know, be healthy. But obviously the judgment that comes from that is enough to make a person feel bad about being in the situation that they are, just being who they is, right? When I was little, I was like the weird kid. Like, nobody fucked with me, nobody talked to me for real. I was always just by myself reading my books in my room. I didn't even go outside as a kid. Okay, so when I got older, it's like I magically just like had my little glow up. I started growing into my features, got cute or whatever. And then everybody wanted to talk to me. Everybody wanted to be my friend. Everybody wanted to be around me. But inside, I still feel like that same weird-ass little girl that nobody cared about, that nobody wanted to sit with at lunch, that nobody wanted to talk to. So it's like, until I pushed away every good thing that came into my life, until I went inside myself and I dealt with those feelings of being that weird-ass little girl that nobody wanted to be around. Because now it's like, I don't give a fuck who wants to be around me. I want to be around myself, nigga, because I'm raw as fuck. Like, I'm thoughtful, I'm caring. I got so much fucking knowledge. I could write 10 books and still not know what to do with it, nigga. Anybody would be even lucky to grace themselves with my presence, and not even on no cocky shit. Because I'm not stuck up, I'm not nothing. I talk to everybody, I interact with people as they interact with me. But at the end of the day, I had to find that friend in myself before I could want a friend or a relationship or anything in anybody else. So sitting with myself at that bench, and when I tell y'all, it was like the most life-changing experience. It was the most life-changing thing at this moment in time I could have experienced. It was exactly what the fuck I needed. I curled up in that 40-degree ass weather on that bench. I laid on that bench, crying, snot coming from my nose, just sitting there sobbing and screaming in anger. Like, when we finished tripping, my friend, I was deep in the forest. My friends was at the entrance of the forest and they could hear me just screaming, just literally. And it's like, the sadness, the shit that I was carrying within myself was so transcendently bigger than just my own personal life situations. It's like I was grieving for the earth. I was grieving for my entire existence out. And when I say entire existence, I mean every single person in the entire world who has ever felt fucking pain, nigga. I was grieving for my entire lineage, my entire generation, everything that's been encoded into my fucking DNA. I was grieving for the world, for the existence, for humanity. Like, and it was like, I was saying, like, it was certain things that came through me to speak. It's like, bro, this is the price. The price of knowledge is heavy. The price of knowing and seeing and opening your third eye is heavy. Because I opened my third eye too, and even now, I can see that, because ever since I came down from the trip, it's like, I'm not just seeing with these two eyes. It's like my vision, like literally my vision has widened. Like, I can genuinely see more. It's like when I look up, I'm not just looking through these two eyes, I'm looking through this one too. And it's like it just adds this extra layer of discernment. Like, I've never really been a person that you could get over and lie to, because deep down inside I already be knowing. But now I really like, man, I don't know. But mind you, after all the different parts of me like came forward to speak, like I literally had to let each part of me that had been hurt speak its piece. Like the angry part of me, the part of me that I don't listen to her, because all the angry part of you was trying to do is protect you. Like, that's the part of me that's been there for me for fucking ever. That's the part of me that don't let shit slide. That's the part of me that no, bitch, you're not finna play with me. That's the part of me that will stand up for myself at any fucking cost, and that includes my life. I will give my life for what I believe in, period. I don't give a fuck. Nobody is gonna disrespect me, and that's that part of me that's taking care of me in a way that nobody else ever made sure that I wasn't disrespected and I was safe but me. So why the fuck do I continue to seek validation in other people? It makes no fucking sense. The math don't fucking math. If you're gonna just make that shit make sense, bro. Make that shit make sense. That's all I'm gonna say. I also tapped into the Akashic Records. I feel like probably only people that's really tapped in know what that is for real. But it's basically this collection of records of humanity and existence and everything that's ever happened in the entire world to every single person that you could think of. So, meaning, if you were to tap into your Akashic Records, what you can do through psychedelics or very deep meditation, when I tapped into my Akashic Records, I genuinely saw, like, my life from start to finish, like, from when I was coming out of my mama's coochie in a hospital room until where I was that night sitting on that bench crying my fucking soul out to the trees. Like, I saw myself being born. I saw my dad and my sisters and my brothers in the room. I saw all the shit that happened to me in my childhood from a third person perspective. I saw all the funerals I went to. I saw the food that I used to cook as a child. Like, I saw shit that I fucking forgot about. Like, I forgot that I could cook, like, from a very early age. I was probably cooking since I was like 6 or 7, like cooking like gourmet Belgian waffles with fucking creme brulee and I don't know, all this crazy shit. Like, I was really cooking up. I was really in the lab when I was little. But so I kind of got a list of what I wanted to talk about because it was so much that happened in the trip. But after I met all the different parts of myself and realized that my anger was not even mad at me, she was really just sad because she felt like, damn, like, I'm the part of you that try to protect you and you just push me away. You only pull me out because I'm the type, like, I don't really speak on something in the moment when it bother me. I let it bottle up or I let it build up and then I just flash the fuck out one day and then motherfuckers will be like, damn, what the hell wrong with her? But it made me realize that I gotta stop doing that. Like, as soon as she tell me something wrong, I gotta listen to her. I have to listen to myself because nobody else is gonna listen to me, especially if I don't listen to myself. Okay? Clock it. So I also wanted to speak about light and darkness. So a lot of people are scared of their darkness. They're scared of their dark side. When I looked and I was on the shrooms, like, I saw the demonic side in me. I saw the God in me. The demonic side meaning the part of me that's evil. The part of me that could be an evil ass, cold ass bitch when she wanna be. The part of me that will fuck you the fuck up and not give a fuck. The part of me that will do you bad and not blink a fucking eye. Never gave a fuck. But I also saw that God in me. The part of me that's grounded in love. The part of me that's rooted in love. The part of me that will break her fucking back just to make somebody else smile. Just to see somebody else happy. Just to add more life and more light to this world. And speaking of that, I'm going to jump ahead to the end of the trip. When we was on the way home, we got some food. We was in the drive-thru. And it was a lady that was walking in the drive-thru. Like, I guess she didn't have no car because the inside was closed. So she had to walk through the drive-thru. So we pulled up and she was standing in front of the car. And the lady was ignoring her. The lady that was walking in first was like, hey, like, is anybody going to, like, come to the window? So then the lady at the window was just taking our order and ignoring her. So me being me, I rolled down the window and I'm like, hey, like, why y'all ain't take her order yet? I was like, don't be being rude to her. Don't do that. And then she stopped my order and she said, hey, baby, what did you order? Da, 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 da. And her order was taken. And then that was the dark side of me, like, bitch, why the fuck you playing with this lady? But then the God side of me had to go back to the lady at the counter and I was like, baby, also, I just want to say I love you for what you do. I'm thankful for all that you do. I know it's not easy dealing with all these people all day. And her whole face just lit back up. Like, at first she was like kind of pissed off at me for how I checked her. But then I was like, I love you. Like, thank you for all that you do. I know it ain't easy dealing with these people in this drive-thru all day. I know you got to do all kinds of crazy shit. Like, just keep being you. She said, thank you, baby. Like, and then how about just me planting that seed of love within both of them, me standing up for the lady, and then me putting that love and speaking that life back into the lady at the drive-through, the worker. How about the lady was like, I see you, like, go girl, like, thank you, I appreciate you. Like, they just had a little sweet little interaction after that, and I was just like, you see how planting one seed within somebody can change like the whole outcome of a situation? Both of them could have went home mad and pissed off that night. The lady got her food, she was happy, or at least happier than she was previously. And then the lady in the drive-thru was like, damn, like, you know, maybe that brightened my day a little bit. Maybe you feel me? All these people ain't like fucked up, you feel me? But coming back to what I was speaking about light and darkness, people be scared of their demons, nigga. You got to sit with your demons. You got to talk to them. You got to channel that demonic energy. And when I say demonic, people get all scared. But in my world, heaven and hell don't exist because religion is not fucking real. That shit is a concept. And you know what? I'm going to make a video on that as well. Religion is genuinely meant to trap your mind, nigga. If God was really real, I ain't even going to say if God was real. God is real. God is within me. God is this tree. God is these waterfalls and the fountain, nigga. God is every fucking thing that you can conceive it to be. But they say that we are God's children, but we are not God. Nigga, that's just like saying the offspring of a cat isn't a cat. A cat's child is still a cat, right? A dog's child is still a dog, right? So what is God's child? A God, right? Oh, okay. So, anyways, in my reality, and I could break down the whole religion thing in a separate context because I don't want to, this shit already 30 minutes, nigga. But I'll break the God shit down in a separate context. However, in my reality, in my belief system, heaven and hell don't exist. I already been through hell, nigga. I can't go there. I've already been there. I'm in heaven, okay? Heaven is in your head. That's why it's called that. Hell is in your heel. Heaven head, hell heel. Okay. So, being that I don't believe in heaven and hell, I don't believe in demons and evil shit, nigga. Like, yeah, it's a frequency, but it's like everything got the same soul. If we all gods, we all have the same soul, even demons, because demons were once angels, right? Until they fell from heaven, right? So how the fuck can something that's you hurt you? It's just a reflection of you, my nigga. Everything that you see, encounter, meet in your fucking life is a reflection of you, my nigga. So how the fuck can that shit hurt you, nigga? It fucking can't. And the only thing that allows, the only way that it could hurt you is your belief in fear, because you are God, nigga. So if you put fear, if you put forth your energy and your body to fucking fear something, nigga, the fear is gonna exist because you just put it there. Okay? Okay. So, when I speak about demonic shit, motherfuckers get scared. I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared. Why the fuck would I be scared of demons and darkness and quote-unquote all that other shit y'all perceive it to be when I'm God? Again, God's children are still God's, right? Right. But I'm nobody's child. Not even my parents, nigga. I'm just God. Okay? So I feel like my shrooms trip represented light into darkness, because in darkness is where everything was born. There was darkness in your mother's womb, nigga. You would not exist if it was not for darkness. That convince you that light is right because white is right, quote unquote, right? No. White people wouldn't even fucking exist without black people. That is where they came from. Look up the Eve gene, my nigga. A black woman can make somebody, two black parents, the black woman can make somebody as light as me, as fucking, that can make somebody albino, white, nigga, or they can make somebody dark as shit. And they could both be the same color of dark. And they could still make somebody that look like me. Ain't the black genetics so fucking crazy? But white people can only make white people. Two white parents can't make no black child, nigga. White people are fucking allergic to the sun, nigga. They can't even go outside without fucking sunscreen for more than a few hours, or their face get red and start peeling, my nigga. How can you be allergic to something as natural as the sun, my nigga? Okay, let's start using our critical thinking, okay? So again, light into I'm reading it off my phone. Light to darkness, and in darkness we are born, right? So I went in that trip. I went in there in the daytime and I came out in the nighttime as the new version of myself, because in the darkness the new version of myself was born. I sat there until it got black as shit. I was scared. I didn't even know how to make my way back out of the forest. Let me fucking tell y'all, let's speak on that part of the trip though. How I made my way back out of the forest, nigga. I dead ass, I was like, I don't know where I'm going, but I trust myself. And a part of me was speaking and she was like, just trust me, I got us. Just go where I tell you to go. Go where I feel for you to go. And the other part of me in my mind was thinking like, damn, it's dark as shit. My phone on 3%. I don't know how the fuck I'm finna get out of this forest, my nigga. I literally just kept putting one foot in front of the other. And the part of me was like, bro, we just went through this. You just gave me, oh shit. You just gave me your trust. So why the fuck are you rebuking it now? Go where I tell you to go. I went exactly where she told me to go. Bitch, how about I got out that forest in fucking 20 minutes? Not knowing where the fuck I was going. Simply just trusting myself. I don't even remember, because I didn't remember where I came in at, because I was fucking tripping balls. Okay? The price of knowledge is loneliness. You see me sitting here by myself, right? The price of knowing so much at a young age is loneliness. A lot of times you will not have people to talk to or share your ideas with, and for the longest time that was what I struggled with, and that's why I did not seek to obtain more knowledge, because I had nobody like-minded to discuss it with. But now I got myself. Nigga, I got a friend of myself. I talk to myself all the time. I don't give a fuck who think I'm crazy, nigga. This is a fucking crazy ass world. So if you're not crazy, nigga, I'm scared of you. If you're not crazy, you're just running. If you're not crazy, you're an escapist, nigga, one or the two. But I really opened my third eye. Moral of the story is, and I'm not only seeing with my two visual eyes, because your two eyes only capture 2% of the visual light spectrum. You can only perceive 2% of the visual light spectrum. It's probably hella spirits and shit around me, and I can't even see them because I would only be looking with my two eyes. But when you look with all three, you can see things differently. Not that I see spirits or nothing around me right now, but also another thing, you can't really see spirits with your two eyes open at all. You kind of got to close your eyes, or you have to use your peripheral vision. You have to look but not look, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I preached a lot. I feel like I yelled at y'all a lot in this video. But shit, I know this shit gonna reach whoever meant to hear it. On God, you gonna stay to the end if this shit was meant for you to hear. Cause nigga, you can't run from yourself forever, nigga. You was not no fucking escape artist, and if you were, that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. You're just gonna fucking end up walking dead. There are so many people that are alive, but them niggas are dead as hell. I don't even want, that's why I don't even want you bitches around me, nigga. Y'all is fucking dead souls walking. Literally. No conscience, no mind, no thoughts for yourself, no thoughts outside of mainstream drama, gossip, trauma bonding over your life's issues. Like, nothing enlightening your soul. You've been feeding your flesh all your life, nigga. When you gonna feed your fucking soul? Oh, okay. Just saying, nigga. Again, you've been feeding your flesh all your life. Excuse me, this shit is obviously not working. When you gonna feed your soul, nigga?